Hey everyone, let's try this a third time because third time's the charm, right? But as you can see, this is a video review of the My Little Pony My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Guardians of Harmony fan series, Princess Celestia. Now I mentioned that I was going to review her when I would get her, and voila, here she is. Now I plan to get Nightmare Moon. It's probably going to be through Amazon because it's not at my job. I know some others have got her at Walmart and Target and all that, but I didn't see her there at mine unless they get her in today or later this week or something like that. But anyway, this is Princess Celestia. We actually had two Princess Celestias, and I hid both of them. I hid them both basically in the same location, but this one was hidden about a little to the left, 2 rows down in that location, and the other one was hidden about 2 rows up to the right in that same location behind some items that you wouldn't think they'd be hidden behind because they don't really get touched that much or bought up that much by customers. But the reason I hid her there is because I know there's some fans, there's some fans, boys, girls, men, women, young adults, teens, adolescents, whatever you want to say, that if they saw her would get her. So I hid both of them just in case. Now the other one is still hidden in that location, 2 rows up to the right. So it'll probably get found because this week I found out that it is inventory week. Yeah, basically today, actually 2 days ago, and today, 2 days from now, and a day, and then 2 days after that, we have what is known as walkthroughs. And mainly what these walkthroughs are is by other managers of other stores and sites, and to see exactly what inventory we have, basically kind of jot down notes and get some ideas of how they can inventory at their store and take care of things at their stores. So that is basically what's going on at my job. And it's a good timing that I got her today because yes, I did get paid. So I got her today. That was my plan. Because I know that all departments have to get inventory. They have to, they have to clean things up. They have to zone stuff, move some items. So I know that the department area that I hid both of these at is going to get zoned and looked at, and that the other one might get found. So with that said, I was just happy to get this one. This is actually the second one I think I hid. The other one I hid up there, but I hid in that other area. That originally was intended to be the one I was going to get, but then I figured, you know what, then I figured, you know what, I'm not going to take any chances. And I decided to hide both of them. Now I know some people might think that's kind of unfair and everything, and you're totally in the right with your opinion, but you have to understand something. It's like I said earlier, there's a lot of young fans, men, women, adolescents, teens, boys, girls, that if they saw this, they'd want to get their hands on it. And believe me, that's the truth. Believe me, that's the truth, because they would want to get their hands on it. But long story short, this was the only one they had at my job. They don't have any other sets yet. They did, however, and this is a Walmart exclusive, they did, however, get the Crystal Empire Castle, the Crystal Empire Kingdom Castle with Cadence, Shining Armor, and Flurry Heart. They did get that big castle set, that big kingdom set I think some of you may have heard about. They got that at Walmart. That's a Walmart exclusive. So Ben, if you and your wife want to get that, go to Walmart. You can find it there. But anyway, like I said, they didn't have any other Guardians of Harmony. They didn't have Nightmare Moon, who who I'll probably get through Amazon real soon. But they did have her. So I got her, and I'm going to do a review on it. And I've had her hidden, like I said, in that one location for about a little over a week because I didn't want to take any chances. And I kept checking and checking. I'd go to that location, feel in the back of the area where she was hidden, and there she was. You know, when I went to go get her today, I felt in the back of that same area, but on this side, not this side. And I thought, wait a minute, did they move her? And then I reached a little bit more, and I said, oh, there she is. And I grabbed the box and bought it. I also went there because I had to buy my mom a birthday gift because today's her birthday. You know, she's 30 years older than me. I had to buy my niece a belated birthday gift that I will probably give her later. Don't know, hopefully. But yeah, that's what I originally did. That's what I went and did, and I also got myself some breakfast from Taco Bell as well. Originally, I wanted to do this early in the morning. That's the thing. I wanted to do this originally early in the morning, around 6 o'clock when my store opened, so I can give my mom her gift before she left, her card and her gifts before she left. But didn't do that. Just felt like laying back and relaxing. So anyway, with that all said, let's get this review going, shall we? And I do apologize for the bird in the background. He likes to chirp. But again, let's get this review going. And what's funny about this is, yes, I do work later today, but I don't have to go to work for another several hours. So I'm okay with what I'm about to with doing this review. And again, I do apologize for the bird in the background. He likes to chirp. But anyway, let's see what this figure of Princess Celestia, the Guardians of Harmony fan series, looks like out of the box. And yes, just in case you're wondering, I will put her back in after it's all said and done. Now, as I get my box knife to open her up, kind of cut the tape, kind of split the tape on the top up, a lot of you are probably wondering what this is about. Now, first of all, before we do this, the Guardians of Harmony fan series, from what I can understand, is a sort of a tribute, a thank you to the fans, because no one would have thought that a My Little Pony show of any kind would cross the boundaries that it has. I mean, this originally, as we all know, was intended for just young girls, and yet it hit some kind of stride and just kept going to where it crossed boundaries where young boys became fans, young women became fans, young men became fans, young female teens, young teen males, young college kids, young adults, young adults, parents themselves, people my age, if not older, became fans of this. It basically broke down barriers. It broke down barriers. It did something no other show that was originally targeted for one genre, if you will, and one age specifically, in a sense, would have ever thought of doing. And it did that, which is why the Guardians of Harmony fan series was created as a thank you. Now, as you can see the box here, it says Guardians of Harmony, Princess Celestia, Hasbro. You got a Celestia picture right here of basically, this is not a smiling Celestia. This is basically, she's ready to kick somebody's butt face. Like, a ticked off, pissed off Celestia right there. And what's interesting about this is when you look to the side, it's also in French. It's actually in French as well. It says Guardians of Harmony, Series des Groupies, and then it says right here, Series de Fans. Basically, it's in three languages: English, French, and it looks like a Spanish. So that's pretty cool. Actually, it's four. series Pere Faz. Actually, it's in 4 different languages, so that's pretty cool. And what's even interesting about this is it shows you what it's based on, where it's where the mold is from, where the pose comes from. It's based off, and again, you can see a very serious Princess Celestia here on the side. Here's the figure right here, pretty cool. I really like that. And then on the side as well, you get that same kind of feel. But like I said, what's interesting about this, and we got to give Hasbro credit, is they show you exactly what episode and episode and season it's based off. So here you have season. It's based off season 1, episode 2. It's pretty cool if you can see that. It's based off season 1, episode 2. Basically the 2-part pilot. So that's pretty cool to see that. And again, the box looks very, very nice. You can see here on this side, like I said, you can see a picture of the figure. On the back here, you have the same thing. And then here you have a series picture of Celestia with a serious pose look, and then the same here on the bottom with Celestia, basically kind of like in a serious mood, basically in a get ready to butt kicking mood kind of deal. And then of course you have a little see-through on top of here with a picture of Celestia there. Yeah, that's good. And you got the My Little Pony logo, of course, here, 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 and here. And then of course you have the Guardians of Harmony fan series, like I said, right there in several different languages. So let's open her up and see what she looks like. And I love this though. This right here, it says age 4+. I don't think 4+. Just like I said with the Cadence and Shining Armor, how they were referenced for 3+. I don't think 4+ has any understanding of what this is really meant to be. So open her up there. And what I like about this, and Optibottomist, if you're watching, hopefully you are, I like how it kind of gives you that similar vibe you get when you get the Transformer figures and all that. Now it does talk about who she is right here. It says Princess Celestia. It says she protects Equestria from darkness. And then it puts it in different languages as well. So it's pretty cool. So let's open her up carefully. And you get a nice little background. Hopefully you guys can see this. I don't know if we can get that out too. But you get a, yeah, here we go. You get a nice little background with her right there. So that's pretty nice. So if you want to pose her without the box down the line, that's one way to go. And of course she's stuck in there thanks to some things there. So we got to figure a way to get her out without damaging her. So and there we go. Yeah, just we'll put it back up there as soon as we can. But yeah, you get a nice little background right there. Oops, there she goes. Didn't want that to happen. But yeah, you get a nice little background of the castle. You get the tree of harmony right there. So really, really nice. Really like that. Give Hasbro a credit on that. But here she is, and she's not really that heavy when you look at her. She's not really that heavy at all. But I love the translucentness in her hair. That's really, really good. I love that translucent look in the hair. I really do. I really like the translucentness. Now, apparently, I think, in a sense, you could. Yeah, her wings are movable. That's good. So if you want to move her wings, you can do that. So overall, just a really, really nice figure. I think the legs. No, you can't move the legs. Well, you can move them a little bit. They're kind of rubbery, so you might want to be careful. You might want to be careful with that. Like I said, the legs are kind of like rubbery, so be careful with that when you have her out. The horns, same way, but I love the sculpture. I mean, I love the look that they gave her. So it's really, really cool. Really captures. Well, not as it definitely does capture a very character authentic look for her, so that's really nice. So, yeah, it's like, the wings are posable, so that's nice to see. So you can put those wings anywhere you want, I guess. So, but again, just a really, really nice figure overall. Again, I love the translucentness that they did with the hair, especially the blue part, so that's pretty good. The pink, of course, is not translucent, but you could see that the blue is very translucent. Now, it doesn't have all the colors apparently, like her, like the green and all that, but I think that's kind of blended in here, so I think that might be a problem that will kind of turn some people off a little bit. But overall, it's not a bad figure whatsoever. Really, really captures the almost character accurization that you get. I mean, you definitely get that look there. I mean, look at that. It's basically a look of, she's getting ready to fight. So, just really, a really overall good figure, and great job by Hasbro for bringing it out. And it, in a sense, it has a little heft, but it's not too heavy. It's not like, I think when you hold it like this, it's a little heavy, but overall, she's not that bad at all. Not that bad. It's not that heavy. I don't think it's as heavy as the vinyl figures. It might be a little. It might be. I'd say it's probably about the same weight as maybe the Rarity one. But it's got some great posability. And again, if you don't want to use the background or anything, you don't want to use the background, and you got a perfect way of displaying her just like that. And really, that's all I can really say about it. I mean, just a terrific job. You have her crown up here, of course, and you have her little, you have her tiara, her crown, you have her necklace, or whatever it's called, right there. And just they did a great job with capturing all that here, so I really like that. And of course, you have her cutie mark right here. And it's not on the back here, so they had to do something. That's the one thing that Funko does get right sometimes. Is they are able to get the cutie marks on all the figures on both sides. So, but they didn't get it on this one. I guess they just didn't have time or something on this side, but they got it on this side. So, again, really, really good figure. And again, you could see, I talked about the green a little bit. You kind of see a little. Well, actually, that's the pink that goes through it, but. Overall, just a really nice figure, and again, got to give Hasbro credit for bringing these out. And really, it's just something you have to add to your collection down the line. So let's put her back where she belongs, real carefully. But again, just a great figure for Hasbro to bring out, and I'm glad. Like any fan of anything, I'm actually glad that they did this, because even though the show is not that old, even though the show is, like I'm trying to say, it's not that old, it's actually great that they're starting to do stuff like this, because